all the guys who did from like no, because there was something the day before Mezzo, Cubs or something.
Guys went for all those events, man.
Then they just went to, and I'm like, how do you have the energy to do all this? Tunji, yes, that's what I was trying. That's what I was watching. I'm like, you gay.
Guys are power. I don't have. I need. My youth is done.
I'd have died at. Not like now, what's this guys? Thrones who are trying to do a 3-day party.
3-day party. But you know that bus failed to flow.
But you said it's starting today.
Yeah.
31st. Everyone that has come around.
The other reconstance.
Volt has even gone through dry spells, guy. You think?
Really?
Volt has had turnover, and their workers are all leaving because some point it was looking shaky. But Thrones always had people, even up to now, Thrones still has its own heart.
Even in COVID, Thrones had people.
This is part of the pod.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Match Point. Season's greetings. We've been gone for a while, but we are finally back with another episode. Today's panel, biggest Arsenal fan, Kilama, and to my left,
World champion, Keith.
Anyway, Vanessa, Man City.
we are at the halfway point of the Premier League season, and as the panel here, we'd like to each give a review of each and everyone's team and maybe a few of the traditional Big Six.
This is still a tradition. I feel like
there might be some changes. Saliva might have to get moved, but that comes with it. So if Keith can start us off with Chelsea's inconsistencies this season, yet they supposedly
we are not.
It is Arsenal in the 1-1 draw. Their season and their title charge are supposed to start then, but since then they've had blips. Draw against Newcastle, drew against Leeds.
I mean, Newcastle was a good
and you
point
lose
to
to
take.
Villa.
Villa, I was expecting it, given the...
But with how the match was going, did you see the goals coming from Villa?
With Chelsea, I'll just start with our season has been, as you said, very, very inconsistent. We have failed to find that traction, the consistency across the board. And I feel like it has to do with how we manage the games towards the end. We have this naive style of playing in the 80th minute going forward, where it's almost like you're playing basketball. Someone gets the ball and you're just seeing the matches on counter-attacks from 80th minute onward. And sometimes that works, but sometimes that same style can hurt you. So, for example, against Liverpool, it worked out. We scored at the death, and Liverpool fell for that. But then there are instances like against Sunderland, where the game is 1-1, we have something to lose, but the team is, continuing to...
But I would say, for example, like Sunderland, newly promoted team, don't you think that's a game that
we should have won?
The win?
Yeah, but there is a manner to which you have to go for the win. You can't leave yourself exposed. You get, like, we know our defense is weak. It has been
stuck lying, all those.
The clean sheets can happen, but it's still weak. We if we are to compare ourselves to like the bigger teams currently, I mean, I don't know how City have done it, because over the past games they have managed to like cement some sort of, solidity at the back, and I feel like that's where they're getting most of their traction from. But now, for us, it's more like our strikers are not particularly prolific. There is a guy called Garnacho. I do not know why he starts, but I think, honestly, Gittens should be ahead of him, because his output is...
In Gittens have like a run, maybe 1-2
yeah,
that he started,
but
he was underwhelming as well.
Yeah, but Gittens' football IQ is better, if I have to say. Like, Garnacho is like a speed runner most of the times. His creative ability without getting into the box is almost minimal. Like, you can see how City's wingers are, or Saka is. You get him the ball, it won't be him kicking it forward and running. He'll be trying to get an option that makes sense. Well, for Garnacho, most times he's going to shoot when he should pass, and most times he tries to pass when he should shoot. So for me, our attack, I don't think Maresca has gotten the right gel yet, and I feel like when we had started getting it, Palmer comes back, and now he has to switch up things again. Because we had managed to get, Esteval comes on for so and so. We had started to learn how to play without Palmer, but now Palmer coming in, it's almost like you had crammed for a paper. Now you have to unlearn everything, and Palmer has to fit because he's that good. So I feel like that's where we've been going off. For the most part, individual performances has been great for James this season. Esteval has had
glimpses here and there.
Some good glimpses. I like how they're managing his minutes. They don't want to put too much pressure on him early on. Cucurella has been great for us. I think he has been one of those standout players this season. I must say, Sanchez has greatly improved. There are games where he has come in really, really clutch for us. I think in terms of most improved players for me this season, Sanchez has come up quite well. The underwhelming side for me has been our strikers. What's his name?
Pedro.
João Pedro has tried, but he's not
an out
striker. Yeah, he's not so dependable to that extent. But Dilap has really disappointed me. Yeah, for very hopeless reasons, getting stupid red cards when he really doesn't. I'm actually very surprised at his discipline. He doesn't seem to be that sort of guy, but in games you can see he's sort of
doing unnecessary things.
Yeah. And that costs us sometimes. But yeah, you can see we are still very much a work in progress. If they could
if you say you're a work in progress, then you have performances like the performance you had against Barcelona. Then
Arsenal,
we come in against Arsenal, even with
still did well.
Then
Liverpool,
you're hyped up and you look for. Then you come to like fixtures like Leeds, you actually lost this much.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, they've been doing it to everyone for, I don't know, the last 11 games also.
11 consecutive wins. That one, we played well for the most part, but once again, we didn't take our chances when we needed to. And Aston Villa being in the form they're in.
You can't give them because they were actually poor for most of that game.
Yeah. Most Chelsea fans
with the first goal.
Most Chelsea fans know that coming it's 75 or 80, where all of a sudden it's all or nothing. You can see the team is playing very risky football when they don't necessarily have to. So when we conceded the first goal, I was like, shit. And most Chelsea fans this season, when we concede a goal, there's another one coming, usually.
Because I'd say Newcastle, St. James, I know that's a difficult stadium, but the way you started the game was so flat. They got 2 up. Then I don't know what halftime talk Maresca gave.
Used a few people.
Very different second half performance. So if you translate that, if you start the game like that, you probably live with a result.
Yeah.
Newcastle haven't been consistent this whole season as well.
Yeah. So yeah, this isn't our season. I've written it off at least. The bare minimum I expect from us is Champions League football. Yeah. Bare minimum. Otherwise, I know Maresca is going to be in trouble because he has also been fighting with the board a bit, saying how he hasn't been receiving support from them. He feels a little...
Yeah, my next question was going to be, would you still go with that same transfer style you've had, where you buy very promising young players and you have no, I would say, star players in the whole team that you're signing in, and you just keep buying projects on project? Do you think it's sustainable?
No, not
where you want to come back and compete.
Not at this point. I feel like we have a lot of promising talent, and they are getting the minutes they need to mature. We can see that in how far they have come. But for us to cement that progress, we need like now some mature heads to come in, like especially in defense. A mature defender, like someone that's similar to Thiago Silva, a leader that stands in behind and tells
Yeah, I
his
don't
team.
say what's your starting centre-back partnership.
But at this point,
If it was up to you.
if it was up to me, I just know the players that can't step in there. But yeah, Shield. There's some players you just see and you're like, to what's his name? Todib? Tosen
Yeah.
has been strangely inconsistent, right? There's sometimes, and yet he's the most mature backfield player we have, 27. There are times he comes on.
27 years old.
Yeah, he is. He's an old man amongst the group. The games he has where you're like, okay, this guy is doing some sense. There are games where, why? Why are you making such mistakes? And I feel like that's been our Achilles heel. The fact that we don't even have, we more or less know what our central midfield is like. We know Enzo is going to be there. We know Caicedo has to be there. And we know probably Rhys James can sit in there if he needs to come in. Palmer can jump in there if he needs to. But CB and attack.
Forward.
João Pedro can do a job. I would like to see Pedro Neto is a very frustrating player as well. I feel like our wingers. Yeah, but you can see CM, the center midfield seems to be set. Center back pairing.
Your midfield looks very,
very good.
interesting.
Yeah. Then you look at our center back pairing, and our left back and right back positions are set.
Solidified.
No one argues about what's going on there. But our center back pairing and our strike partnerships need some. Because now that Palmer has come in, you can even see where the confusion.
You expect more from Palm at this point? Have his performances been a bit underwhelming since he's back? Or you're giving him that leeway because he's been injured for a while?
You can see the sparks. He's a quality player. He creates opportunity still. But how to phase him into the team again needs to be.
Because I think going into the World Cup, there's a lot of competition in the position.
Yeah, but he also doesn't want him to get another injury. He has been struggling with that groin basically half a season now. We just need.
And he wasn't pleased to come off against Villa.
Yeah, but
somewhat there.
You can't lose that. But yeah, we are probably at best a top 4 team, not top 2. Top 2, we already know who they are. But I just need us to make at least a mature signing in Jan.
So that's what I was going to ask. What signing, if you had to make one signing the Jan transfer window to improve that team, who would it be?
And a centre back.
Yeah, no, let me.
And I would say with all the money you spent, you still have.
But we make the money back. Don't
forget. That's what I'm saying. That's why the transfer style or whatever the board do, at some point that gimmick has to end, and you just buy star players and it's solved. I thought Vanya had something to say.
I'm not so sure about what I keep reading online, but there are rumors of like Nathan Aki wanting more minutes. So I don't know if that's a guy you could be looking at, but...
But why would City sell to arrive?
No, because he's really frustrated with he hasn't started any... No, he started one Premier League game this season. He has been starting the Carabaos.
Anyway, we welcome him. He has won trophies. He knows what it means to be in those...
Yeah.
He knows what it means to be in those pressure situations. It's just that, honestly, there is no valid reason why City sell him to Chelsea.
And I'd say if he was to leave this season, doesn't he feel like he has more chances of silverware with City?
The way things are going.
Chelsea at this point.
I mean,
or maybe it's a write-off after this season. Is like, I'm finally done with City. I've won whatever I can win.
No, I mean, it depends.
And maybe he wants minutes because it's a World Cup, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the pressure of World Cup because, I mean, his position is also under threat. Isn't it Van Dijk and Mickey Van der Ven? Yeah, so, and yet he used to be the guy. He used to be the partnership with Van Dijk, so you never know he's tried to
But for him to leave...
No, it could also be a loan as well. You never know what it can. As I don't know what I've been reading. The thing is, like, there's so much jazz online. You don't know what's true and what's not true.
City's running is imminent. You're going to need as many players as you need.
Yeah, we need him not to give it.
Because one injury is enough for things to go south again.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I want him to go. But it's just that I've been seeing he's unhappy with the number of minutes he's been playing. So I would get it if he goes, but I wouldn't want him to go.
Yeah.
Especially now, like, you can go in the summer where guys can now plan for you, but now it would shake guys. Especially him, because he's been in the team for a really long time. So he knows what's required in this period. Yeah, so I think he's also one of the leaders in the team as well. So it would be, but I'm just saying in terms of, like, if he was to go, I feel like Chelsea would be.
I just know our Mek is a mature ball-playing defender, because I feel like sometimes that's where we go wrong. There are some of our centre-backs who aren't really ball-playing types. Like, they bring in the likes of Badiashile. You'll see him struggle when he receives the ball. It's good to see, what's his name? Chalobah has come in, but I don't think in terms of title runnings, no offense to him, he's a good player, but
you still want an upgrade.
Yeah, there's an upgrade there that you can see. I'm forgetting the other guy. Got injured. Fofana, Colwill.
Yeah,
you see some.
Basically out for the whole season.
Yeah, you see some glimpses here and there for some of these guys, but then Fofana starts off well, gets injured. Colwill starts well, gets injured. So for us, it's more like, let this season end. We take our learnings as it is. Some players go out, and Sterling has sat on our bench. I even feel sorry for him. I think he should start trying to.
I'm also not leaving that bank for him.
Man needs to.
I'm still getting my salary, even if I don't play.
At
some point, I guess something you have to give. They probably have to terminate the contract
at
some point and
loan out somewhere else for
give him whatever they are giving off what is left.
But not loan out. It would be still paying him, right?
Man,
probably go half and half.
What is he doing?
Because his salary is very high for all other teams.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but anyway, that's our current situation. At this point of the season, we have sort of accepted our fate. We can see what's being done. We can see the improvements that are being done, but we still see the naivety sometimes from the coach with some of the decisions he makes. And I don't know, sometimes it feels like he gets a game plan wrong and it goes so wrong, especially the Champions League night against
Bayern? Was it Bayern?
No, not Bayern. The last one where we lost 2-1 or 3-1.
That was 2. Check.
After beating Barca, where the game plan is so right, it's almost like...
It was Atalanta.
It's almost like, spot checking. You're sure this is how our game is going to go. Then if a coach changes something, you see the team capitulate. It's like almost like, hey man, you gave us the wrong zaz. Now what are we going to do? And they just cover us. Sometimes that's how some of the games feel like. You over-prepare for a game, and then when the team just slightly changes something, all of a sudden you see the Chelsea boys there wondering, hey man, what are we doing? How are we going to do it? Yeah. So that's it from us. We'll just take what we can at the end of the season.
So for a team that's coming off, I think, a run of 8 wins now, straight. What's your review of Manchester City at the current point in the season, given the start they had where they had a few doubters at the start of the season, dropped a few games, defense wasn't looking too solid at the moment. What's your current review of the situation at City?
I think...
I know it was all on. Do you think Ruben Dias should have been sent off against Forest?
The Ruben Dias thing, I think we got lucky.
Because immediately he's supposed to get his second yellow to get sent off.
We scored.
City went and scored.
I mean, it depends on the ref. There are refs that give it second yellow card right away, start of the second half. There are refs that don't. So we were on the lucky side. I think that's one of the few positive decisions where I feel like we have robbed the other team. But regarding the season, I think you're seeing a change from Pep in the sense of like, first of all, he has been too consistent this season. Like the same lineup. If he finds something that's working, he keeps going for it.
I think the last 3 games he didn't change the lineup at all.
Yeah, he keeps doing that. Like even that time when we were playing, like before we played Arsenal, before that, the 3 games. Even there was another time when we had a difficult week. He keeps with when he finds something that's working.
Not as much rotation as you're used to seeing from him.
Yeah, but then I think also the back line has worked, which is surprising. Especially like from the full back side. I think Nico Riley is shining.
Probably getting shots for England World Cup.
Yeah, and then also Nunes as well. He's been a bit more solid, less mistakes this season, which I think has helped us because I feel like last season he would still perform well, but then he would do something costly, give a stupid pair.
He have to like probably switch and adjust to that position because he came to City to be a
Pep
midfielder, but when it didn't work out,
Pep
they turned him into a fullback.
Pep said he's not clever enough to play in midfield, so the guy is tough. But anyway, regarding the season, I think personally, like every week I find something to be, should I say, happy about. Like there's an improvement here and there. Of course, I'm not yet comfortable because if you watch the games, there's a way in the last 30-20 minutes it can look scary as well. You don't feel comfortable that you're actually.
Nottingham game is one of the open games that I've seen City play.
Even Newcastle was open.
Because it looked like anyone was there for the taking.
Even Newcastle was open. I just hated the fact that the ref gave them the decision. I feel like it was an offside, but yeah, there are a lot of interesting. I think for me the surprising performance was Fulham. Those last 30 minutes.
Goal fest.
No, but those goals were hard. Don't get me wrong. I was like, even me, I'll just accept. But it was looking scary, and they almost equalized. It's just a goal line clearance from your score. But personally, me, I'm happy with the team. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on them. I'm happy with the attack. I think the attack.
They've come along. Because at first, my issue was earlier in the season, that's what I was saying, because Haaland is delivering, and my issue was if he's not showing up, who else on the team was going to do it? Phil Foden has shown his back at his best currently in the league, because anywhere they've told him to play,
he's playing it.
Right wing, left wing, through the hit, everywhere he's playing very well, connecting with Haaland. Obviously, this was my person to watch for your team this season. I said it earlier in the season because I never watched League One like that, and since he came to the league, he didn't start the first, I don't know how many games.
Then he was injured. Yeah. I think
but then you see now he has changed a lot of the last few games.
I had zero expectations from him because one, he's 21, still young. He's coming from.
And also I would say
league, so
the price tag he came at.
Yeah, that was actually my major worry because now I was like, why is this guy 30? Because how are you a 21-year-old being sold
hype
for 30 million in Europe? Because it happens for like South America, maybe Africa, Asia, or maybe like as someone from the academy trying to get into a first team. It was surprising, but the way he plays football, you guys.
There's that added quality and City's attack had sort of become very mechanical. Eh? He has brought in that flair.
He wants that flair effect, and he's the one you expect that tiny bit of magic from, because isn't he leading in assists in the league also?
He's leading.
Because I know he's top of the charts there. Expected assists is probably has the highest as well.
I don't even understand how he plays like he's the best player on the pitch. You can tell that he feels like he's the best player on the pitch.
Yeah,
and then he does it in such a nonchalant way, like, I'm that guy. But
and also that was, how apparently Pep never has like Mavericks in his teams. Maybe like for the time we've seen him in City.
You've described him the best possible.
In City, no Mavericks. Everyone has to fit into the system, but I think with the run check he's having.
You sort of, for him, when you watch him being the Maverick that he is, you can't tell what he's going to do in a certain situation.
Nothing.
We know Doku is going to get the ball at shimmy. Everyone knows it. Even though you can't defend it, but you know it's going to do it's happening. You just know it's coming. Chucky does something anyway. Hold up, man.
How?
He's scoring his cup games as well.
So I was very disappointed with some pundit that was saying that if when he did his Rabona assist, he would have taken off a player if he had done that in his team. Made us like, man, what?
We are not in that generation of that lazy old panditry.
That seems like what Roykin would say.
How so?
We didn't see any height.
It was
Tell us what you really didn't see on.
Well, that was
just use vague statement.
a clown show. How are you in the very
Now we need to bring interest back in football, because with the long throws in the lead, now everyone is playing in football is going backwards.
Yeah.
If you have entertaining players that are interesting like that, why wouldn't you want to see it?
Yeah, guys that just play football like it's meant to be. Because I feel like there's a period, I think in last season, right? Apart from Lamine, you're trying to find people that are
interesting to watch.
Yeah.
This is going to get me to say I'm watching this fixture at this time of the day.
Because you see how guys were jazzing for Lamine because, man, the kids' stats are shit. But watch
the guy.
See what he's doing in the game and you'll see why. Of course, unfortunately, some people are failures off the field. And
obviously, he's a big personality as well. He's talking before big derbies.
Yeah, but to see what he does in the game, I was like, no assist, but good.
Yeah.
If you're going to ask any defender on the other teams which players stress them,
it's your mouth.
Lamine or Chucky. Chucky just came on and, man, why? He reminds me a little bit of Payet.
Yeah,
that's play.
Someone who would, there was a period I was just watching West Ham games just because.
Boy, raking set pieces.
Yeah.
Rabona, everything. He was doing everything.
It's nice to see that City now have that added spark.
Yeah, I was going to say with like rumored reinforcements like Antoine Semenyo to City. Would you welcome that signing? No, he wants it resolved by Jan 1st because the Bournemouth people wanted to. Maybe he plays the Arsenal fixture that is, I think, on the 3rd. They have like some
tough games.
Two games, yeah. They want him to play those fixtures and he's set on joining City because these other teams that will probably be interested. I think he rejected Chelsea. Then Arsenal and Liverpool are only saying they would go for him if he was available in the summer. But funnily, Bournemouth started the season well.
And then they are now dropped off.
I don't know how many fixtures they've been downward spiral. So I also understand him wanting to leave. Obviously, the aspects of City looking like they'll have silverware this season on enough fronts because they're in the Carabao semis, challenging for the Prem Champions League. I would also understand him leaving. So what do you think of a signing like that?
I mean, I understand City going for Semenyo. I think every big club wanted him.
Everyone would want him.
Yeah, so I understand City going for him. I think, obviously, he helps the team in all ways. Like, I mean, imagine you've been defending against Doku and then you're now seeing Semenyo come on. You're like, good. Oh, now another game, because I feel like Doku, as much as...
The funny thing is Doku hasn't even started, maybe what?
He's injured. He's injured, I think, for a month.
I think he's been...
shifting Foden there.
Foden,
Reinders.
Bernardo.
Yeah, so I think he comes in, gives us a different, what's the word? Aspect, different way to approach games. He's like a bulldozer kind of player.
Reminds me of Yaya Toure.
So and shoots with both feet.
And
so he shoots with both feet.
So now
never know what shot is coming, but when he's in those positions,
technically
he's going on target.
Technically he's a beast. It's not like he's just, he has skill to it, he has some flair to it. I think if City get him, if they had a 50%, if they had a 48% chance of winning, it now goes to 50 because that man is, it's testament that all the big teams wanted him.
Yeah.
And it's sad that City have decided to act fast before summer comes and then the price starts ramming.
Release clause is there, you pay.
I think the release clause expires in 10 days.
10th Jan.
So from 1st to 10th.
If you wait beyond that,
he probably leaves.
He's going to become 100 million
Unless he signs a new contract. No.
He already signed.
He's closing.
Oh, if it expires.
Because now if you're going against Arsenal, if you're going against...
Yeah, so 1 month will now start
you're
feeling hard.
It's
Yeah.
going to become that Brighton Jazzo. Plus 100 million or go.
But I think if his only options, like the people that are serious about him now, are City and United, it's obvious he's going to pick City.
It's United.
And obviously...
And then if you're on the phone call with Ruben Amorim this side at Pep, it's flat passes harassment.
Nico Gonzalez has held it down with Rodri being out. Rodri is
Coming back. Yeah, but let's not
a
rush.
couple of interesting fixtures in
Let's not rush it.
Josh. Yeah, but with the current form City are on.
Scary stuff, eh?
But I think actually we need... Okay, Semenyo is not like what's the word? Priority for me right now. I think we need someone to come and help Nico Gonzalez. Like the way I've told you how like the last 20-30 minutes look scary in our games, because the way he's tired. He's played all the minutes. When Pep does a rotation, he's still the constant name on that team lineup. So we need like his own version of Kovacic, like an 8. I know Reinders is through all-rounded midfielder, but defensively he has looked interesting for me. When he goes in the attack, he's having fun, yeah.
That play there.
But
And he
defense,
has scored, I think, 4.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah,
I know he has a lot more assists than goals, but yeah, so I think we need to be looking. I think people are interested in that Nottingham guy, Elliot Anderson. Yeah, I think that's another person that people would really, really want. Even for Rodri, like when Rodri is coming back, he needs someone who could also hold his hand, because it would be very difficult for his body to just get back in that. Yeah. So that would be the priority, but I mean, Semenyo is Semenyo, so you just, if it's the right time and you're preventing other teams, you do it. That's how I'm saying it. You don't leave it to chance.
If we can pivot to our Ugandan playing in City, Okasa.
Oh yeah, he's not.
How have you...
With the cup games.
Yeah,
he has played a
Carragher.
number in this season. How have you found him so far?
He has been Kawa. I'm not exactly sure what position he actually plays, because I feel like he has played as a 9. Then there was a game where there was a substitution, then a forced substitution. Then they made him play in the midfield, I think as an 8. Then there's a time when I saw him on the wing.
So yeah,
I don't know what.
in a couple of positions.
Yes, I'm not so sure, but he looks solid. He just needs. But in the under 21,
21s.
he's flying. But in the main team, I'm yet to see where he actually like slots in and makes it his own, and then maybe Pep gives him more run. But I mean, if Pep is telling you to come, then you already have like that.
Pep is giving you minutes.
Yeah.
So let's our Kingsman, who's a Muganda.
Nah.
No.
The United fan is not here.
Good to see Mukasa out there showing face and showing that this ghetto has some people that can play.
But he chose
the highest level.
to represent England, right?
Bro, if you've grown up
That's right.
and you've
Since
had
Jazz.
those facilities, and you come back to a national team where players complain about
The basics. No, but then there's this guy in the team, on the Uganda Cranes team, called Sid.
Sebik.
Yeah. He's one of
Wiltown, what team does he play for?
Baton Albion, something like that. Yeah.
Sorry.
He's also, isn't he like one of those guys who grew up outside?
Yes.
I'm shocked he picked.
But I think most of these people now, if you realize a lot of
They come back.
other countries as well, if you realize the country you've grown in, you have no prospects of
Exactly.
featuring on any.
You come back.
You have to go back to your home country to find some international. Because you see a player like Iwobi is almost at 100 caps, I think, for Nigeria.
Oh yeah, but he grew up.
He grew up that side. He was one of the first people that decided
But then now,
to play for Nigeria.
Zidane's son.
Presenting for Morocco currently.
but then now, like there's the interest at point where now like Ghana have refused those guys.
Lukman.
Yeah, Lukman as well.
Also just...
Yeah, he's having a storm of that tournament as well.
Lukman wasn't originally.
No.
Lukman was English.
You see that special under 19 squad for England that
He was part of that.
he was
The one that won the
So-
World Cup or something. 4 days.
all those guys
So
he
it
was
was
part of that.
So some things happen. Of course, Uganda is maybe a little too down for him.
Yeah.
80s.
It's like who Hudson Odoi and Katie are trying to find a way to go for
Ghana. World Cup.
World Cup.
And they're like,
Telling them if you didn't play qualifiers,
You don't deserve to just arrive and bang.
that's because you had guys. Go away.
So for Arsenal's review, we've had quite a interesting month.
I would ask, how do you feel? Top scorer, own goals.
Okay.
Goals.
Own goals.
Are you worried?
See, we are going through phases. We were set piece FC. We now have own goal guys. No, my problem is, I would be a bit worried, I would say. My problem is, you saw at the start of the season how we had creativity issues.
Yes, okay.
That's no longer there. We are creating and nothing is happening. Guys are not finishing their chances. Because if you see Saka's expected assists and the number of assists he has this season, someone in the box is not doing something right there. And to call out,
who's that guy?
Superstar signing, the one that was supposed to be the one leading the charge, get that fine details there of this game. You need this person to convert. He's the one struggling the most. I didn't watch much of the Portuguese league, but I didn't know that striker is this poor. Because at this point, it looks like he can't do anything. We would also complain about maybe the people behind him not playing straight football, like through balls for him to go. But even like I'd say from Saka's wing, when he crosses in, he never gambles to go and be in those positions. When they cut back the ball, he's never there.
Yeah, because I think
the chances he has now. What game did we play recently? Brighton.
Yeah.
The first chance, he got the first chance in the game. And if you see the attempt on target, he never holds up play. He can't. There is nothing he can do well at this point in the.
You think
obviously he has been
an issue?
At this point,
the price, this
point
pressure.
It can be that. Okay, his ball striking is still there because you will see
the pen.
He will have good pen, but he'll have that one moment in a match, strike it on target or hit a post, but that's like once every 3 games. So it can't be confidence at this point. He can't hold up.
Yeah, because
he can't get past anyone. The duels you expect him to win, you would see a defender like my center forward is way stronger than this defender, and they just push him up like he isn't there. So that's one frustrating person in attack.
Because when you see Merino in those positions, he's getting...
Merino, a midfielder, looks more clinical
than
him in those positions. So that's another conundrum for Arteta. But I would say this last month has been the maybe most worrying because we are creating a lot, but it's like towards the end of the games we are limping. We are at home against Wolves. 1-0 the whole game, of which the 1-0 is from an own goal from a set piece. Then we reach the 90th minute. Wolves equalize. This is the last side in the league, and we are at home. We have to get a 95th minute winner practically at end of the match. And those are the games where you be like, is it deja vu? Is it the same thing from the previous seasons happening again? But I would complain about the performances, but my main thing right now is getting across the line, getting people healthy, because we've also had a roulette of defensive changes. Saliba was out some point, him and Gabriel. Then Carragher and Hincapié start some games. They look shaky. It's like there's something the Arsenal medical team, one person comes back, another person is out. Now, before the Brighton game, Carragher is in the starting lineup. Warm-ups is not there. Timber, anyway, they say it was precautionary. So there've been some worrying signs this month in particular. Obviously, we lost to...
Usually, this is just a big old way for us. No?
Yeah, December was our... It's a very
Black
dark
December.
It's a very dark month.
That's why it was off. But you guys have still won.
That's my main point. But I'm like, if you can't accept these things in a win that you didn't accept in a loss, if you keep seeing the same performances from Gyökeres, our backup is Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus plays silky football at the front, but tell him to finish the chances. Every game he'll leave like with 3 big missed chances. But as we are going into the turn of the year, obviously our next fixture tomorrow is Aston Villa at Emirates. So Aston Villa has been everyone's sword At this, they've given Man City at 12. They've given Chelsea United. They gave us in
the 90th
spirit of
when
game. That was another game in the balance. And what annoys me every time Emery does something, we get back these conversations of Unai and Arteta, which this is not the time to get those arguments on the pod, because I'll never read that bum. He's just a step under a big team, but he lost League One for PSG that had dominated it for however many years. So wherever he is, we wish him well. If they can win it with Aston Villa and they win the Premiership, I'll give him his props, but I don't want to get into those.
What are they in? They're in conference for Europe.
Are they? Are they in
conference or in Europe?
They're in Europa, no? Was it Palace? Wait, where's
Palace
Nottingham
is
Forest?
in conference.
Because Nottingham Forest, I think Alonso took Palace's
I think
Palace
in Europa
Europa joint as well. But with Arsenal, I just want us to get healthy, because what I've come to realize with Arteta is he plays with
Europe.
He plays too much in margin. So if our core at the back if we have that stability, because these last couple of games, if you see the chances we should have buried away, took Raya having a unbelievable save against Brighton, not 2 points against those guys. So my thing is, let's get healthy at the back. The forwards are coming back. If everyone is healthy, we are in for another nail biter with City. Whatever happens. I'm still backing my host. Yeah. That's my current review. I
feel like the scariest team to have behind you at this point in the season. I think we all know.
It's always City.
City can do. They have stopped one of the greatest teams in Premier League history from winning a title, right? And Arsenal, to give them props, when Bezo was here saying he's backing Arsenal.
He might have been.
It wasn't trolling, Slappy. It wasn't trolling. It was serious. But, you see the grit Arsenal has. By now, in any other season, you would have fallen off. Yeah,
that's true.
But you can see that, they're pushing. They're quite serious about trying to ensure that.
But after the Brighton game, they caught Saliba on the cameras speaking to Gabriel in French, because Gabriel is back. He was telling Gabriel, we are not mean enough, because if you watch like the Brighton game, whole first half we've dominated, probably should be up 3 goals. Or then there is a stupid goal we've been conceding in this last, same thing with Villa in the last minute when you can't get a clearance away from the box, we concede.
He said, what was the statement?
He said we are not mean enough. So he's talking about the forwards. They are not doing that, because if we've been that solid, some of these games are not supposed to be close at all.
Yeah.
If guys do what they're supposed to do. But then you end up, imagine limping against Wolves. United that has been struck, they slaughtered them. We are at home and we can't get a easy win against Wolves. Brighton has been a boogie team of ours for a while. But what I'm positive about is, because if you go back to like last season, some of these fixtures that we dropped a lot of points in this season, we've turned them into wins, minus the Villa game. Then we drew against Sunderland. That has also been a tough ground to visit, especially at their home. But they
haven't lost a bit.
They've sent a lot of people to AFCON, so I'm sure they are going to succumb to a City here very soon.
And Ballard is injured.
Yeah, so. But there are interesting signs there, but man, we are going into a very tough period again. Yep. If City keeps hitting these heights,
and there
is no room, because you see there is a thing of some of these Matchweeks where City goes before you. You see they've had a win, you're going after them, you have a shaky game, but somehow you get a result. This game week we are going before them, but I think we have to be the ones to do it to Villa.
Because my worry is, you can almost see the pressure from Arsenal players when they are going through some of these games.
Yeah.
Like you can see that they are very aware that
conversations around.
There's a guy there,
and after the game, the conversations around the team. no one is going to say these guys were
if
mentally strong. All those biases from the previous Arsenal
selves back,
all come pouring in. So, because if you see, like, there's a way guys that pan. I say Chelsea has that problem where they concede in I don't know what minute, and the game Arsenal has conceded like 4 late goals.
Yeah,
over like the 90th minute in just this period of like maybe this whole month. So there's that problem. The Brighton game, it's like guys stop knowing how to pass.
Because you were 2-0 up, and then they scored from nowhere.
Nowhere.
And then the momentum changed.
Every pass is just going straight.
But you can tell that it's something that has been on their mind.
No, the pressure is there that I can't even deny, because you'd also add on the signings they made. They are saying this is Arteta's most complete squad, because if you see the injuries we've had, no one is making that excuse anymore.
Yeah, because
you have someone to come in and replace this person. So if they are not doing it this year, some conversations
are going to be had. But yeah.
But the people I have beef with are people like Bill. When the team wins, you'll never say anything. There's that clock meme of the rabbit.
I think it's about the way you win.
No.
Which I also have a problem with that. But
you have what?
Back the team.
Back it.
You're winning. People. No, you see the problem I have with such Arsenal fans. People want to claim they have standards for Arsenal. We are in a 20-year drought of not winning the Premier League. Good standards have you had?
20 years.
When Wenger was there,
is it 22?
Whatever, 2004.
Yeah, you're
21.
Years. Yeah,
that's our last year I won it. So when people keep talking about these standards, this manager should go, who are you going to replace that manager with? And be in contention, of which you had to ship out I don't know how many players. So we are also divided as a fan base. There are some people that I think they would be happy that we lose the title and prove that Arteta is not the manager. So I'm like, what was your point? You want to twerk for rivals give you props. You guys have standards. You have no standards.
Not just because you guys are talking. You've not best.
But you've not won the Premier in that
by all accounts,
the
best Arsenal is amongst the best teams in Europe, as hard as it is to admit. Champions League, top of the league. Convincingly.
Actually,
no one
hasn't even conceded a chance, right?
If we eventually did, I think before this match we hadn't.
They are very solid. They are still on course to get Carabao, right?
Yeah, they are.
Not Carabao, so
same. All counts.
Yeah, we are all. But I was going to say now, like people like Bill. Let's say we win the Carabao, and we collapse in all other things. Do you think Arsenal fans are going to be happy? Oh, we got silverware, and the silver is the Carabao.
Even me myself.
But these are the same people that talk about standards. The manager is on all fronts is showing you we've had bad performance. No one can deny that. But on all fronts, the manager is showing you the team can compete. And you want to show us you have better standards than everyone. Not everyone can play like Pep. Not everyone plays silky football like City. Not every Arsenal game is going to be interesting. I'd rather have boring games the rest of the year.
Do you know
if I'm living with something?
Let me give a hot take here. I believe Arsenal are more of a tournament winning team right now than they are a league team. No, let me explain. You see how you guys have gone through the Champions League? It reminds me so much of when Chelsea in 2021, as shit as our domestic season was going, as if we could keep a clean sheet and can you that 1 goal or 2 goals.
Yeah, that Champions League run.
Right? And I see that in Arsenal. I still think City is going to win the title, but I highly suspect Arsenal is going to win at least, I fear to say Champions League, but you guys have it to win the Champions League because your defense is so solid.
They've been around roulette. Now we are currently at 11.
When who was it? Gabriel that was injured?
Yeah, it was.
We were so sure that
but as long as one of the backups is playing with Saliba, there is some solidity.
Yeah, but
let Saliba come out and pair those guys that haven't played. You'll see shakiness. That's what happened against Villa.
Every team has the centre-back pairing that's meant to take them.
Yeah, but he's saying like one of them has to be.
Yeah, what I'm saying is for games where Gabriel hasn't,
which is okay.
If Saliba is there, I'm confident. But if Saliba is out, of which some games he was,
so Saliba is your linchpin.
One of them has to be there,
which is okay because for me, so long as you have that one guy that assures you of some calmness at the back, it's better than changing and having a new man coming in and the entire thing just goes to shit.
No, that's a period because they lost both Gabriel and Saliba at some point.
Yeah, but I'll give you them props.
No, the squad is there.
The squad is there.
You know what? Our striker position is also my signing for Jan would have been Semenyo, but
that's actually now I'm shocked Arsenal aren't on the table like seriously.
The money.
You already spent more on York.
York has to turn out, man.
York is what
Isn't it?
No.
70?
For 70.
Yeah, around there.
Then
but he has
what no scale or what?
These performances I'm seeing,
ROI
I'm slowly losing hope.
But yeah, Arsenal,
it's a team that can win titles.
It's a team that can win titles.
We have to do it, and now I'm tired.
Right now, you're more inclined to the tournament football than
this is the
league.
I can't.
But it's me. I've not said City is going to win.
But I know everyone knows
just that
City can't get those years of four.
I know.
They're in what 8?
You tell me to put money on a team. If let's say, by God's grace, Arsenal loses against Aston Villa, and then City wins, because 2 points ahead
by one.
By one.
Okay, I don't want that. I prefer to chase.
Yeah, it's nice to say you prefer chase.
Dude, it's Villa in the territory. Yeah, you're talking about Arsenal.
But they are. And they're
Arsenal and City, but Villa is
I didn't say they are.
Okay, I want to see.
They're just 3 points behind us.
I want to see what Emery does in those knockout stages.
Of the other.
Because he has that tendency of choosing Europe over league. So I want to see what he's...
Because it's the Europa League.
No, those guys, I can't even call it luck at this point.
No, they are good.
There are some...
No, but they started so badly. Yeah, but the first 5 games, they weren't even scoring.
Only Watkins just rounding up into form currently.
When the man clapped United 2-6. Is it? Yeah, the goals they clapped United.
No, what? Morgan Rogers is having a hell of a...
So I say he just cuts in Chibo. Like... When I saw them score against us, I was like, man.
But I think we are the ones who have to do it to them. They've overcome.
The funny thing is, it may not even be they draw. And then like some who's like in the bottom, maybe like Burnley. Well, that's
Johnson.
1-0.
But all these big teams, everyone has
been celebrating when they score.
He's hired.
I know for a fact if they score against us, if they beat you, to remind me of
I think like 2 seasons is the one. The collapse has started with him.
And the bios run to the Arsenal fans, it will be the equivalent.
Like him, Aston Villa and West Ham have been the ones that have been giving you interest.
Yeah, but now I would say what last season it was
Fulham,
Adoso,
Newcastle.
Although I think because also our season the start was meh. The turnaround must have been
last year.
St. James, this season. St. James Park, because we were losing that game.
Oh, yeah, then you came. Actually, now you see that's the game where it's like
you and Gabriel set pieces. You see how people are pissed with.
No, strike.
How people are pissed with that all the set pieces are about to come back.
Everything
is going.
And the funny thing is now we became set piece FC because now.
And now no one talks about set pieces because like everyone hates us.
Because I think in the last 5 games you scored from. Okay, not directly, but it.
Yeah, it's a piece play.
Yeah.
Even us, we have had a good number of set piece goals.
So, with moving on with the turmoil that was at Liverpool, do you feel like there's been some settling down now that Salah has gone to AFCON? No backlash for the manager, but of which I felt like all along the management was backing.
Let's start from the key question there. Is what Salah did right or wrong?
For me, for me. First of all, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be disappointed in Salah because that period that they were in, I don't know how many games they were.
Didn't need that.
But from Salah's perspective, they were narratives that he's the one holding Liverpool back. He's holding Verts back. He's holding Isak. So what he said, he could have framed it better.
Do not put it that said anything. So I mean, just kept it back.
Because for me, I feel
it was very, very targeted.
Because Arne Slot for me didn't get enough slack for the rubbish he has been doing this season. Ekitike at the start of the season was on form.
And then they just picking up for the lineup from nowhere to give away. That hasn't been on form at all.
He was struggling.
45
minutes, you can see he's dying. What? You have a beast on the bench.
We are not saying is Arne Slot. Yeah, just one. You answer a question.
No, me, I've told you.
No.
He was wrong.
You?
From a fan's perspective, nah.
Those players have to have ego. If you're that stature.
But also...
It comes with it. Because I'll tell you this, as you feel like some Liverpool fans are pissed, there's a sect of the fan base.
It was half-half. I was actually very surprised.
Some of those fans genuinely wanted Slot out this season.
No, but some of those performances, bro.
The performances were shit. Yeah, but man, okay, for me, what Salah did was wrong. There could have been a better time to judge that shit. Maybe in the summer, after the season has ended. But you are in your worst possible state. You're not winning shit. You're losing against everything that comes to you.
But everyone else's shit is what
like the entire Liverpool team was getting the slack. And Slot was already under pressure. Do not, as the face of the club, he's big. We know he's a club legend. We know he's a Premier League legend. Do not come out in that period and almost direct.
Like he's saying,
put a
guy against the manager.
Exactly. That was basically the silent, not so silent thing he was trying to say. Oh, you work hard for a team for so long.
That was his trump card. Is like,
and then he's
putting all my chips in the middle,
clapping around for the fans. Man, go man. That's a level of ego that you should not. Do not try this player power thing that we have always talked about, how some players feel like they can just, a team is a team. If things are going bad, you're not the first. You won the Premier League title last season. You had a phenomenal season last season. This season, you've been shit. Everyone knows it. But it's not like Slot has come out to say Salah has been shit.
The argument was if they take him out, the team is going to
do better.
They still struggled a few of those games. But then there are people that it's like the manager has favoritism towards. Like Gakpo. Why you think Salah is going to sit back there? Someone that equally is not even he's Salah's on that club.
Yes, I wasn't saying them putting a poll out saying that who is the shittiest player. Bro, know that the period your club is in.
Obviously, it's wrong.
And just
wrong for speaking at that time when they're
like KDB coming out during that period where City was like...
Everyone knew that obviously he's also about to leave the club or anything. But he didn't come out and say City's treated me wrong, I'm on my way out.
He was there, but...
Yeah, but he's not as...
Not
because
direct.
Outside the thing Liverpool fans have with Salah, he's supposed to be like a leader in the team, like a Van Dijk, because Van Dijk could come and face the media.
But Van Dijk also...
on behalf of the team.
Van Dijk also, he was trying to leave bro Rooney.
Yeah. Then he fell on his face a few games after that.
Back to back, conceding 3.
I would say the thing Liverpool fans also have against Salah is he will only speak up for himself, not for the team. Because even before that, before they gave him the contract extension, he had comments to the media. He would come out and say,
actually, it was Carragher that called him out on it. That every time you're talking, it's
Carragher has his own.
That's what Carragher said was kawaii. It's more like Salah's times to speak are almost like very me.
Yeah, obviously.
So, but now that's the thing. If that's the kind of player that you know that when he's going to jump on the mic, he's going to just talk about himself. But also Carragher, most of Liverpool
fans are fire.
No, there were a lot of
against Carragher's.
But then
what I'm trying to say is there were a lot of people who were saying, especially that time Liverpool were going through that period. I don't think they've improve.
A week before that, Carragher himself had said
He wants
he
guys.
has what game to save his job against an slot.
But what I'm trying to say is like,
And that happens.
what I'm trying to say is like, these guys want the leaders of the team to come out.
And
The Van Dijks, Robertson, Salah,
Roberts.
but you know Salah.
But Robertson has been out
One
of
of
the team.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he's one of the old
Yeah.
guys, so he's one of the leaders in the team, right? So you want these guys to come and talk. I've come to talk, but I know we talk about the team. We're going to talk about.
But I mean, also, I'd say my thing is mine. He's not started the season ideally as he has previous season. I can understand you taking him out one game here.
It was just no guys.
There was three
2
games.
games.
There were three.
There were 3 games.
3 consecutive.
Okay, but relax.
Pick him up.
There is
Then
there's
like a Leeds game, they don't even bring him on, then they concede and it ends up being a draw.
See, that's the thing. Like, me, I don't mind if you're coming off the bench. I'll be like, okay, now you're overadjusting. Like, calm down. But they weren't even using him completely. Like, they're real black sheep to you. They be there.
Where Carragher starts saying disrespectful things like where Salah hasn't tracked back. No, that
All the different.
that's just
He went
slander.
off-
Because even before that, he himself, he was slander in the AFCON. Those are just talking points to get whatever section. And I heard that thing of where no player is bigger than the club. Salah is fucking bigger than. Anyway, he isn't. But in his mind, he has to think like that to keep on performing and delivering for the team. But then you hear statements like, where Salah hasn't trapped back for how many years. And
I'm like, bro, have you seen Trent?
with all I've delivered for you guys, even they are at a statement like that. You only remember there's actually Arsenal's top scorer in the last match has been Carragher. But that's what he's known for in his career. When you start hearing statements like that, you just say these are personal attacks because
No, he went.
I know when it goes on TV, he feels like he's this big character. Now you aren't that guy as a player. You now have an after career where you feel like you can talk to guys that are
bigger, who have had a much higher career standing.
So any other slander out of like, I know he was wrong for what he said, but
Very wrong.
you start these personal attacks. He was a failure before his move here.
Okay, he called him a Chelsea
reject.
And I'm like, bro, this is your legend.
He didn't pan out at Chelsea. He had to go to the Bundesliga, have a
Wolfsburg,
then
and come back.
Salah had to rebuild himself in silver. So it's some things I can't hear, but he was wrong.
There are some Liverpool fans that consider like Salah like the GOAT for Liverpool.
Like for
About
a new gen, yes.
yeah, they don't
New generation.
Right.
New generation see him as their.
And they're just there saying Chelsea reject. We've given him a life. What? I'm like, bro.
He has equal because before that, what had Liverpool done? No Premier in 30 years. He was very to
Yeah.
Though obviously he had help, but to me, this current generation is their most important.
Clean Van Dijk.
This round, Liverpool.
Manly, actually, the front three.
In the front 3. But yeah. I believe what Salah did was wrong. The way he talked about it, basically saying it's me or the coach, was a very shitty thing to do in the moment. Sometimes take your L's and know when to talk. Because you're talking and then you disappear for AFCON quickly after.
No, but the way he was kind of like suggesting.
And then he's leaving.
No, because it's like.
I'm going to leave. Fuck.
So that was going to be my next question. Do you see him leaving this Jan window or
No,
maybe end the season?
no, he has a contract still probably runs, right? Till next season.
Yeah, but
No one is going
But the way Saudi you are also talking, it's like Saudi teams also saying they're not throwing money
no.
anymore as they were.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
But I feel for like a playoff, Salah's stats
They'll throw that money,
for
please.
the Arab world.
They will throw that money.
So it would have we'd have to see how it pans out. But I feel like they turned it around, had a good result against Inter Milan, however dodgy the pen was, San Jose. So
It was soft. I remembered it was soft.
then what were their results in the Premier?
Then I think they also played Brighton. Salah was on the bench then. Someone got injured, so they brought
He
me
came on. I think who did they take? Was it their right back that got?
Gomez, I think, yeah. Then they won.
He had scored his first goal the previous game week. So do we feel like back to smooth sailing or there's still some hardships?
He actually had
I
good
can. Yeah,
performance.
they have.
Man.
I can say.
Because there are also people that believe they look better without Mo Salah currently.
Slot for
They'll find out.
Slot
They'll
slot for the props you can give is that he handled the situation very well. he got
The way he's moving, because he knows his job. His job even necessarily.
You remember how Ten Hag handled Cristiano. You remember how he was very bullish about things, but Slot received this slack, and when they tried to ask him those questions, he was very neutral about it. He didn't escalate. Actually, he de-escalated it, which for me was very well done, because it would have been, if there was an egotistical coach there, it could have been, okay, let him go.
Oh, like Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
At the start of the season, whoa, he was like, let me throw fire there.
Since the United people in the pod don't want to show up, we won't discuss United. You know, they've had inconsistent results, but
what is there to discuss?
And do you think Thomas Frank's job is under?
That, my God. Salah,
yeah.
I'm so shocked.
Do you think
their result?
Most likely to be the next guy to leave the managerial?
I don't even think Spurs has. I think they're safe.
Because if you see, like, they had a run. North London Derby. Probably the worst performance they ever.
Oh, yeah, they look shit.
Same week, next week, PSG. But Fulham, that's a nasty 3-game run. Newcastle draw.
Something about Clement City. That's they are sure doing.
Some champion win here. Nottingham Forest lost. Just Liverpool lost. They just won yesterday. So Thomas Frank, and remember how we were worried about Brentford?
Yeah.
Have you seen how their managers
been moving,
turned it around, and Brentford look steady in the league now?
I don't know. Like, the thing is with Tottenham, I just be looking for expressions. I don't look far. I just see the result. I'm like, okay, let me go and watch this game. But they don't. I don't know what's not working. Vicario has had so many howlers. There's a time when he came to grab the ball from outside the box, and then he didn't clear it too far away. It landed.
He's not a steady goalkeeper.
He's all over the place. Their defense doesn't make sense, because I feel like their centre back pairing looks kawa on paper. Romero and Van.
Now they have some potheads there.
Yeah, you're going about.
He's always getting red carded.
Oh yeah, there was a stupid red card he could.
Yeah, recently.
But like, you're like, why isn't it working? Their forwards are kawa. I rate that Odegaard guy. I feel like he's an interesting young player. On Kudus, I don't know why it's not,
He has just had glimpses.
Yeah,
certain
like
matches.
moments. Richarlison, that one.
Now a proper mid-table team.
Yeah, they are not.
Richarlison
they are disappointing, actually.
Very useless goals.
No, that guy scores and then it's offside, but he's already taken off his shirt. He's already in the crowd. He's already in the crowd. He's already like thinking he has won the game for them. So it's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, but it's not looking good for them.
Actually, on the point of United, I was very surprised on Bruno's comments about how
they never cared. Yeah.
That for me in itself was.
It feels like he's towards the end of his United career at this point, because after those comments came out, I think most people feel this is his last season there.
I feel like he's wasted years at him.
Yeah, he has.
But we can invite him to Chelsea.
But
Yes.
So you want to play what? Cole Palmer and Bruno?
Palmer be on the race.
Go.
Man.
Because some guy is getting
Caicedo,
and he's not
Enzo.
moving. Caicedo
Is CDM.
That's
what everyone has knowledge.
That's why I'm saying he's not moving.
Yeah.
If someone move out,
and I would put Bruno Fernandes there.
And Palmer on the wing.
João.
Because Banti said Nacho. Who did he said he spoke to, was it Al Hilal? One of
it's too early for him to.
But one of those Saudi teams wanted to pay him handsomely, because that's what he was basically saying in that interview.
They offered a lot of money, but
if it was about the money, he would have moved. But he's comfortable with his family in Manchester. But for the team to be willing to let him go, yet it is probably the only reason they are still afloat.
Yeah, true.
This squad.
The X factor. That's the reality.
But they are owners. And more money might.
I would say their managers, like, he's having an issue with management, because a lot of the younger players
are not tired of him.
They have no respect for him. The media is also ever pressuring him about Kobe Mainoo.
But he has changed his formation.
Yeah, the last game he played a back four.
He has finally changed his formation.
But he also survived. What was their last match? The 1-0 win. Was it Newcastle?
Yeah. They beat, which was surprising. But then
I was actually very surprised that they.
And I feel like Eddie Howe is also among the managers that are in the hot seat because with the money those Saudis at Newcastle
I
also
honestly don't
given
think
him.
they're going to sack that guy. Yeah,
They've had a very underwhelming season.
Yeah, but remember, they haven't allowed the Saudis to spend as much as they.
Yeah.
Okay, we'd be seeing Mbappe in.
Bro, we would have seen another city coming up.
But I think there are people saying that they are going to be interchangeable Champions League teams, Aston Villa and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Every other season, you'll just see one of them in the Champions League places. To round this off, can we have some predictions for the next game week for each and everyone's teams?
The Sunderland game is looking nice, but I don't know if it's just the stadium. You know that sometimes the stadium can also play a role.
Obviously, when the fans get behind their squad at home.
I'm a bit worried, but I think we can get a result.
Now, with how many players they've sent off? Yesterday, Leeds was on to them.
Yeah.
If Leeds were a bit more clinical, they probably could have left with 3 points.
Yeah.
But for some, the Stadium of Light has been a difficult ground to live with.
I've told you this season they're unbeaten at their home, so I don't know if we can get a win.
Yeah, but
I want us to get a win.
Very impactful season.
Yeah.
So win for City. Chelsea has
Bournemouth. If we lose to those guys,
you drew at their home.
And we need a win.
Haven't lost throughout December?
More or less.
I feel like okay, you haven't won. Is what I'm trying to say. In December,
Leeds drew against Newcastle
after being
then also
November.
What's your recent result? Wasn't it
Aston Villa?
No, loss.
Loss. So we need a win to close out the year.
Yeah, I'm also predicting
and FC Bournemouth.
A very shady 1-0 for Arsenal tomorrow.
Okay, I can see that. I can do that. If you say it's shady 1-0, I cannot shady
1-0. Obviously, I'm not saying it's going to be a smooth game. It can never be against those guys.
Aston Villa in difference.
They probably, if they are to beat us, they're probably giving us a heartbreaker.
Emery is prepping for that game with the most witchcrafty
Chelsea game
with.
They didn't start strong. The lineup. Seriously, guys.
Turning up. Yeah.
Cake is looking at this.
Looking at us like this is the real fixture.
This is the one I want.
Because that's some serious.
That's one match I really want to watch.
Tomorrow they win 15.
That one I'll sit down to see how we say.
We have to establish ourselves there. Maybe get a result. But I see the thing with going against City in a title run. Never rely on other guys. You have to do your job. You have to do your job. Because every other team you think these guys will do it for us.
See,
the guy who missed the most open goal there, open chance he has. City get you one time, they punish you and just start.
No, you can have this. I would say, I feel like there's one more loss coming and maybe 2 draws, but I don't know from where. Tottenham is the one that I'm worried about the most.
Guys.
But if you lose anyway, man, Tottenham have been at their shittiest and you guys are still.
Let me tell you something. They can go on a run right now. 7 games losses, but they'll get their 1-0.
And then
I can assure you. I tell you, it will be like 3-0. It will be some ridiculous result in your life.
Wasn't that how that season went?
Yes.
Like they were on some ruckus.
And
then
beat us 4. But that's not even the result that played me last season. The result that played me and still plays me and even gives me PTSD. That's Feyenoord. Feyenoord.
Yeah.
We were winning 3-0. 75th minute. Do you know what it means to be winning 3-0? And then from nowhere. Not even winning 3-0. You're comfortable. Those guys have not had a chance. They've not had nothing.
And then
It even looked like it was going to be 4-3.
Yeah, last season was dark times. Everyone went through a dark period.
So,
if you reached this far, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and Happy New Year.